with?
I'm with ABC News.
You're a loud person. Very loud. Let somebody else have a chance.
Can you answer the question? Why are you suing IRS?
ABC fake news.
You're suing.
Go ahead. I didn't call on you. Go ahead, please.
The last 10 hours have been a complete whirlwind in the world. Gold is tanking 5 to 10%. Silver is down 30+%. And President Trump is giving Iran their final warning. And also giving reporters their final warning. There's a lot to take a look at in this video, and I do really hope you stick around for the full thing so you can understand the full context. Let's get right into it, shall we?
Have you had any conversations with Iran in the last few days, and are you planning on any?
I have had, and I am planning on it, yeah. We have a lot of very big, very powerful ships sailing to Iran right now, and it would be great if we didn't have to use them. Okay?
Can you say what the message was that you shared with Iranians?
Well, I told them two things. Number one, no nuclear, and number two, stop killing protesters. They're killing them by the thousands. You know, I stopped 837 hangings 2 weeks ago, but they're going to have to do something. Nobody's seen anything like it.
There you go. There is one warning, and we do have more in this video, but we got to take a look at who else President Trump is giving warnings to.
What do you think about the UK getting into business with China? Keir Starmer was in Beijing.
Well, it's very dangerous for them to do that, and it's even more dangerous, I think, for Canada to get into business with China. Canada is not doing well. They're doing very poorly, and you can't look at China as the answer. I know China very well. I know President Xi's a friend of mine. I know him very well, but that's a big hurdle to go over when you get Canada. The first thing they're going to do is say you're not allowed to play ice hockey anymore. That's not good. Canada's not going to play.
Holy smokes. For those who don't know, I'll summarize in just a few seconds here. Canada has been pushing away America, being very mean and nasty to America and Americans and the Trump administration. And instead of increasing trade with America, Canada's goal is, you know what? Screw America. We're going to go all the way to China, which is bizarre. So obviously that's a national security threat to the United States. President Trump sees it. Anybody with common sense can see that. And that's why Canada is about to get completely pummeled. And that's why you have the Trump administration openly supporting the Alberta separatist movement to remove Alberta from communist Canada and be an independent state or more absorbed by the United States. But enough about China and Chinada. Let's take a look now at President Trump again addressing Iran.
Yes.
Are you giving Iran any kind of deadline to make a deal before potentially taking
Only
military
they
action?
know for sure.
Have you communicated that to them directly?
I have.
Do you have a timeline for when you're going to pull back potentially the federal presence there?
No, we'll see how it all works out. You know, they have to float someplace. They might as well float near Iran, but it's a rough situation going on. So I stopped 837 people, as you know, last week from being hung. They were going to hang 830. It was all set. And I mean, I'm looking at the people behind me. They're saying, what kind of racing's a lot nicer than that. They were going to hang 837 people, and I told them, if you do it, you're going to pay a price like nobody's ever paid before. And they pulled back. I appreciated that. But a lot of people are being killed, so we'll see what happens. I can say this, they do want to make a deal.
Mr. President, about Virginia, actually. Virginia.
Wow. I mean, I'm not surprised Iran would want to make a deal. Every country, every terrorist organization around the world wants to make a deal, all except, not China, all except Canada. Canada's going to China. Canada doesn't want to make a deal with the United States. That's crazy that actual terrorists are willing to talk to President Trump and make a deal. But the only place in the world that isn't is Canada. Anyways.
Administration and the IRS. Why are you suing?
Who are you with?
I'm with ABC News.
You're a loud person. Very loud. Let somebody else have a chance.
Can you answer the question? Why are you suing IRS?
ABC fake news.
You're suing.
Go ahead. I didn't call on you. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Do you think the upcoming
ABC, by the way, is truly one of the worst.
I love it. Oh Oh my goodness. It feels like we're going back to normal, right? Like you can just say things that are on your mind. You can call things out for how they are, and nobody does it better than President Trump. Man, it's just awesome. It's awesome that we're finally going back to a place of normal. We should have never deviated from this right now. I like this. I like it a lot. That's not the only thing that we like, though. President Trump also goes off on Tim Walz.
On Minneapolis, Governor Tim Walz recently likened the conflict on the ground to Fort Sumter, sort of implying that this is the beginning of a civil war. Do you agree with that characterization? Do you feel like there's a civil war brewing in Minneapolis?
Well, does he know what Fort Sumter was, or do you think somebody wrote it out for him? No, this is, I was elected on law and order. I was elected on a strong border. We had a border that allowed 25 million people to come in. Many were murderers. They murdered people. We had 11,888 murderers. We had prisons, including Venezuela, but Venezuela opened its prisons. So did the Congo. The Congo in Africa opened its prisons and dumped people into our country. Many countries did that. I would have done that if I were leading a country. I would have dumped the prisoners into our country. We had open borders. We had all these things. I was elected on law and order. I was elected on the economy. I was elected on a lot of reasons. Because when I took over, we inherited a mess. Prices were too high. Inflation was the highest it was in 48 years. I say ever, but the media always corrects me by saying it's only 48 years. I think 48 years almost sounds worse. But when I was elected to do a job, and one of the big things I was elected to do is law and order. We now have the lowest crime rate in the history of our country. We have the lowest murder rate in the history of our country. We have Washington, D.C., which was a dangerous place to walk, is now a totally safe city. You can walk with your husband or your wife. You can walk with your children right down the middle of the city. Nothing's going to happen. We did a great job. We had the National Guard. We have soldiers. We have people that nobody's going to mess with. And we've taken out. Remember, it's not just that. In Washington, we've removed over 2,000 criminals. And, you know, if you look at the numbers, a very small percentage of your population, 2%, 3% of your population causes 90% of the crime. So when you move it's amazing how that works. But the criminals go over and over and over again. So 2 to 3% of your population can cause over 90% of your crime. So it's not that complex. We moved 2,000 people out of Washington. We brought them back to their countries where they came from. They came through open borders by Sleepy Joe Biden. And I will tell you, Washington is safe. If you look at New Orleans, as you know, we went there about 4 weeks ago. I was with the mayor of New Orleans last night. He was at the premiere, and she was at the premiere. She was great. I believe she's a Democrat. She came over. She thanked me so much. She said crime is down more than 50% in just a few weeks. And you couldn't even walk down the street in New Orleans. It's so bad. And now they let us in there, and she was thanking me so much, so profusely. She was great last night. I'd do that if I were a Democrat. I'd say call Trump in, let them do what they do. But we remove criminals from the cities, and they become safe cities. If you look at Minneapolis, we have crime down there because we took out thousands of people, despite all the mess and everything else. But do these people really want to have rapists? Do they really want to have drug dealers and people from prisons and murderers? Do they really want to have them in the community?
This is what's so annoying right now is everything is overly politicized, right? Like it's common sense for you to not want crime in your area. It's common sense for you to not want criminals in your area. It's common sense for you to not want illegals, people that have illegally smuggled themselves into your country. That makes sense. But you're always going to have the left that is trying to politicize something to get cheap political points by pulling on people's heartstrings and twisting the truth into what they would deem as their narrative. And this is what's so freaking annoying, because what President Trump is doing, what he's talking about, what he's trying to solve, you're a normal thinking person if you agree with this. It's not, I'm not a genius for thinking, oh yeah, Trump is right on this. We're just normal people going, yeah, that makes sense. Why isn't this happening? Why is this happening? What the heck is going on here? How did we get to this point? That's what's so annoying with the world right now. We've gone so far to the left that common sense seems like some genius invention, some genius new ideas. And it feels good to go back to a sense of normalcy. President Trump is doing a phenomenal job right now of making America go back to a sense of normalcy with how we talk, with politics, with policies. It feels really good. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with that. Let me know down below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. There's a little bell notification next to the subscribe button. Just click and tap that so you can actually try to get notifications sent to your phone, your TV, so you don't miss a single beat. Because YouTube's weird. Sometimes you get notifications, sometimes you don't. But that's just like another way to ensure that you are higher likely to get a notification. And I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.